Alright. We ate our snacks and we took our nap. Now, oh man, I'm sweaty and icky underneath these clothes. Uh,
Ah, you can almost smell the sunlight. Isn't it wonderful? The damp, muggy, soggy sunlight. This is Morningwood, all right. I hope the people we're looking for are still alive.
Why wouldn't they be?
Because, come nightfall, it's one of the most dangerous places in Albion. Well, I don't know about dangerous, but I'm starting to get a rash. Bloody swamp.
let's see. Do I still have the...
Welcome to the sanctuary.
I still got the digging pistol?
The armory is at your disposal.
Volume's a little high. Sorry about that if I blew your eardrums out. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but another thing I can't stand about this game is that everybody, except you of course, everybody's, their upper body language is different than their lower body language. For example, if you're making hand gestures while you talk, you would be normally walking or standing still. But people do that in this game while they're sprinting, for crying out loud, and that looks extremely silly at best. Still not. For story reasons, this place is free of hobs. But after the story is over, or at least this section of the story is over, this place will be crawling with hobs. Basically, the fort is going to be the border between hob territory and undead territory. Even though the map deceptively makes it look like the map, the fort is the start of the start of the map. I mean, the map shows that the fort is the start of the path. Like it's a valley when it's actually more of a U-shape, or I don't know how to describe it, but we're somewhere over here. The maps in this game are incredibly deceptive.
We made a good team back in that cave, didn't we? It's been a while since I got stuck into a real fight. It was just like fighting by your father's side. I'd forgotten what it was like, standing next to a hero.
I know you and my pop fought together. Nice. You both rode to ruin. Boy, that reminds me. First off, repair all my property. Second of all,
Ah, hello.
time to start spending some money.
The armory is at your disposal.
Let's see. Yeah, see, donor, give gifts to 5 players, but now it's spend 8,000 gold. Nah. I'll spend it some other time. Plenty more to purchase. Back when I first played this game, I didn't buy any regular property because I didn't want to pay the upkeep. Once I was able to buy all the shops, I just bought those. People own their houses, but I own all the shops. Unfortunately, I don't quite remember if owning only the shops but not the houses improves the furniture of those houses. When the economy's doing good. Yeah, when the economy is doing good, the homes on the inside improve noticeably. Man, prices are all good, and I'm far away. Always start off small. You usually cannot afford to buy any big businesses unless you've really been saving your money.
I think we're almost there.
Ah, hello. The armory is at your disposal.
What do we got that's good against hollow men when it comes to melee weapons? Let's see, overseer. Hollow men specifically, not. Spoiler alert, cover your ears for the next 20 seconds if you don't want to hear what I'm saying. But I really, really do wish that if you spare your brother's life and and he gets, of course, banished along with his private little army, I wish they would reappear here at the fort instead of the fort being completely deserted, no matter what you choose. Final battle, he is supposedly there with his men, but we never see them. Sadly, Fable is not known for choices that matter. They say they matter, but they don't. Yeah. Let's see.
I believe that your armory may contain a better melee weapon. Well, I suppose better is a subjective term. Deadlier would be more apt.
What's super stupid is how Logan will try to. Well, you'll see for yourself. In fact, why am I even talking? After all, chances are none of you are going to be watching this video. Aha.
Is a different weapon required?
Yes, now
Pistols
please.
fire quickly and cause a respectable amount of damage among those who respect such things.
Swift irregular. This rifle should be automatically provided at the fort here. And same thing with the Bone Smasher. The Bone
That must
Smasher
be
pistol.
the place up ahead. What I wouldn't give for a bowl of soup and a hot bath.
Oh yeah. Hot water on the outside, hot water on the inside. Unless you like cold soup or cold baths. Yeah, see, you know, this is the only time a free chest gives you a weapon. Unfortunately, it's the lesser weapon of the two in this game that, of the two pistols that specialize against hollow men. They should, both the Bone Smasher and the Swift
Cease
Irregular.
your movement! Be you men or be you hollow men?
Have you gone daft, boy? Open up the doors.
Walter? Is that you?
The very same. Now, are you going to let us in or what?
Right, yes, of course. Open the gate! Tell Major Swift Walter's here! Welcome, Sir Walter.
Sir,
Another dead for about a decade. This was his last role.
There he is. The one and only. Major Swift.
Oh, Walter! What the blazes are you doing here?
We came looking for you. I have a proposition.
you came all this way to proposition us. And I thought you were here to save us from the legions of the damned.
Ben Finn. It's good to see you. I take it the legends about this place are true then.
I'll say. You've never seen so many hollow men in one place. We've been stationed here for weeks, trying to eradicate them. Mainly, it's us getting eradicated. We lost some good men last night, including Lieutenant Simmons here. And the buggers will be back tonight.
Logan just loves to send you on the best assignments, doesn't he? That's part of what I wanted to talk to you about.
Is this...
The Prince, yes. I'll explain. Just treat him like any other pair of hands for now.
Fair enough. Captain Finn will show you to the mortar. We could use a body up there.
Meet me on the wall when you're ready. I'll introduce you to Private Jammy. So cool because he's the luckiest sod in the fort.
You'll probably be stuck by that mortar all night. Well, take a look around first. Talk to the men. It never hurts to know who's got your back.
Finally left the old castle behind, huh?
Long time coming, Major. Long time coming.
They even got their dog killed.
So, the Prince. What's going on there, then?
It's just as I'd hoped, Swift. Just as we all hoped.
He's a hero, then. Ready to lead the kingdom in a glorious rebellion.
That's right.
Yeah.
Super.
You guys are all about loving the heroes. And yet you're the guys who murdered them
Welcome
all.
to the sanctuary.
Peasant scum.
There's a new pistol available.
Yeah. It's the Bone Smasher, I get it.
Any other business to attend to?
Anyway, I kind of stick out with this uniform, so... Time to get a uniform
You've received additional articles of clothing. A very nice combination.
This uniform should have been available from the
Seen
get-go.
old Daisy lately?
Not a DLC.
Easy, Dobbins.
If you can find better prices anywhere, then I shan't be surprised if you shop there instead. What are you looking for?
A
Yeah,
shopkeeper.
it may be expensive, but it's worth every ounce of gold. Enjoy. I hope it brings you great happiness. So, you're new to these parts, eh? I hope you enjoy your stay.
And where did that money go?
If I haven't got the potion you want, it
He's
isn't
basically a
worth
merchant
getting.
with the clothing of a soldier, not a real soldier.
Ever notice how the flames make shapes as they dance? That one looks like a fedora hat.
Get your
Party hard.
What I wouldn't give for some marshmallows. Or a pint of silly juice? My grandfather made the best fires. We'd sit in front of them for the whole winter. That's how my sister got roasted.
Oh, hardy har har.
I've spent a week buried in the snow, but this place really gives me the chills, you know? You came to this place willingly. You must be off your rocker. What I wouldn't give for some marshmallows. Or a pint of silly juice.
That's the only time in the game where the soldiers have filthy
The
uniforms
armory is at
and
your
have their
disposal.
own names and personalities and whatnot. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, I already destroyed all those crates.
Tactical situation call for a different weapon?
Come on.
Panic there for a second. Mind your own business.
Now wait, how do you... Fedoras wouldn't be in style until the 20th century.
Walking. Oh, we've got all sorts we have.
My feet are killing me.
I told you not to wear those boots.
You're just jealous because they look so good on me.
What are you talking about? They look just like mine.
Yeah, on the outside.
Oh, shut up and watch the door.
No.
How you doing?
Mustache is looking good.
Ah, yes, thank you. Always had a tradition. A damn fine moustaches, the Swifts. Still, not a patch on old Grandpa Swift's lip bristles. Now there was a fine thicket.
If you close your eyes, you can imagine yourself sipping a nice pint at the Brightwall pub. Not looking forward to nightfall. If you close your eyes, you can imagine yourself sipping a nice pint at the Brightwall pub.
You haven't seen a tooth, have you? I could have sworn I didn't have a gap there.
Yeah.
Do you like my boots? Guarding this gate is the most important job in the fort, you know. Do you like my boots?
With all the men we've lost, we're not exactly short on weapons. But this is what I do. If I make it out of here alive, I'm opening a nice little blacksmith stall in Brightwall. If you're after a new weapon, you're out of luck. This stuff's a mess. To tell you the truth, I'm just pounding to keep me nerves steady. Now this might look like boring, busy work, but it's a highly skilled art form. With all the men we've lost, we're not exactly short on weapons. But this is what I do.
Look! He's doing it again! Hey, Grove! What's this one about? Come on, tell us a story.
Oh, you wouldn't like it. Violence, swearing, drunken orgies.
Yeah?
Yeah, it has none of those. Some of the words are really long.
Hey, I get by fine with short ones. In fact, I'm thinking of a few right now.
How can you read at a time like this? We could all be dead by morning.
I promised Captain Finn I'd read a few chapters of the autobiography he's working on, and I don't break promises, dead or not.
Bah! What a sycophant.
Sick or what? You want to do more reading instead of making up words?
Sycophant is a real word. It means brown noser or kiss ass. It's just a nicer way of putting it.
Hey, you're new, right? Bit of advice, don't eat the beans. You spoken to the captain there? I could have been captain, you know. I know how to read, too.
But then you took a bullet to the knee.
We make it out of this alive, and I'm buying a farm. Well, a vegetable plot, at least. They call me Tick. I'm like clockwork, see? Nothing to do with the blood-sucking insects, honest. Don't you have anything better to do? We make it out of this alive, and I'm buying a farm. Well, a vegetable plot, at least.
Major Swift's a good man, but we'll be lucky to make it out alive. It'll be dark soon. Better get ready.
It already is dark.
Welcome aboard. Couldn't have joined us at a worse time. You got any family? I just hope I get to see mine again. You look sort of familiar. Do we know each other? You got any family? I just hope I get to see mine again. It'll be dark soon. Better get ready.
Of course, I damn right I look familiar. You should recognize your prince. Now bow. Looks like I can't reach, or maybe I can.
It'll be a pleasure to fight beside you, I'm sure. You prefer burial or cremation? Just kidding. We don't do cremations.
And that's why you have a Holloman problem. When I become king, cremation will be mandatory because, well, where do you think all these undead come from? Or Holloman, or whatever you want to call them now. They come from the bodies of, well, buried bodies.
Place is falling apart. Hitting it with a hammer should help, though. If you heard a yell around an hour ago, it was me. Not that I hit my thumb or anything. It was just the overwhelming despair.
A surprisingly specific denial there. Hey, just like Stephen Fry's General Melchett, hammer pieces of crooked wood.
I'm the only person in the regiment with a hammer. That's how I got my nickname. Trevor.
That's Trevor Howard.
If you stand there long enough, you can probably see me develop repetitive strain injury. Try not to distract me, mate. One wrong hit and this plank of wood is gone forever.
Well, looks like he's done talking. Basically, the elite guard, the purple guards that King Logan has, have more than double the health. And
I'm the only person in the regiment with a hammer. That's how I got my nickname.
Yeah, they have double the health,
Trevor.
better accuracy, and their weapons are noticeably far more advanced. Multiple barrels on their rifles than these regular soldiers. So, yeah, they would definitely fit better guarding this fort.
Ben Finn is waiting for you. You really ought to meet your fellow soldiers.
I already have.
Remember, it's the mark of a good leader. No time to hang around listening to old men. There's work to be done. Ben Finn is waiting for you. You really ought to meet your fellow soldiers. Remember, it's the mark of a good leader.
Yeah, I'm not talking to him. I'm talking to him.
No time to hang around listening to old men.
All right already.
There's work to be
Who's gonna bury us? That's what I want to know. I've buried too many friends today. I'm just glad we found some consecrated ground. Should stop these poor souls from joining the Hollowmen.
Wait, how do you know this is consecrated? How do you detect it? And this place has got, the place is full of trees. You should be doing cremations instead.
Seems pointless, really. By tomorrow morning, we could all be gone. If you need cheering up, talk to Captain Finn. Who's gonna bury us? That's what I want to know.
That reminds me of a really pseudo-intellectual question people ask every now and again.
I'd let you have a go, but this lute is like an extension of my soul. I don't like people poking at my soul. You don't have to be a virtuoso to express real emotion. I'm sorry. I don't take requests. I only know 2 chords.
Fair enough.
Maybe you're not as attuned to the delicate language of music, but I'm going for desperate pathos, with a touch of overwhelming tension.
That's another thing that's unique about these guys. They will use whatever tools they have, including that loot, to fight. And here's this guy who can't shoot a single, a single
These
cup
things
10
aren't
feet
even
away.
moving. How am I going to hit a hollow man?
Well, they're only 10 feet away, and you're off by miles.
You don't have any tips, do you? Nah, didn't think so.
Yes, I do. Don't miss, for one.
Look, I'm trying to concentrate here. Look, I'm trying to concentrate here.
Look, it's easy. That wood really does move.
Look, I only just joined the regiment, and I lied about my shooting skills. Just let me practice.
You're a hopeless case, man. You're shooting up there instead of down there.
Please! Captain Finn says he'll throw me to the hollow men if I don't improve. I suppose you think you're being funny, don't you? My life depends on learning how to shoot.
Well, stay behind me and I'll protect you.
Oh, that's just great. No, really, thanks a bunch. Well, I'll show you. You'll see. Maybe.
Yeah,
I've
disarmed guards before, and they don't attack. They don't punch me with fists like bandits do. And no wonder you can't shoot. You got only one eye. You lost all your depth
How
perception.
am I ever going to become a great soldier if I get bullied like this?
I'm not bullying
It
you.
was Major Swift's idea to practice on bottles, you know. And now you've ruined my training. What am I supposed to shoot now? I suppose I could practice with hollow men, but I get all jittery when I see them coming. It was Major Swift's idea to practice on bottles, you know. And now you've ruined my training.
Alright. I think I've met everyone now.
Ah, hello.
Can't be too close to people or talking otherwise.
The armory is at your disposal.
There we go. I should have farmed this rifle up. But, well, I'm too late for that. I can't go back. I can't go back, can I? No. But if you wanted to, would you? Or something like that. I don't remember what Morpheus said. I can imagine 2 elite soldiers parked right here, or maybe even 3 parked right here, just taking pot shots at all the hollow men over there. Oh, I can't reach the sentry over there. No way to talk to him. I don't see what the girls like about Ben. I've read the forums, and female players really wish they could have romanced Ben. I don't see why. All the characters in this game are very empty.
I don't suppose you've ever used a mortar before? There's nothing to it. There's always a slight chance of maiming, of course, but I'm sure you'll pick it up.
First, I'd like you to meet Private Jammy. He'll be your loader.
Pleasure to meet you. There's too much to say about me, you know. Jammiest soldier in Albion. 724 wounds and still standing.
Don't worry, you'll get used to him. After a while, he's hardly revolting at all.
Right, Jammy. It's time to show him the ropes.
Yes, sir. Right then. My life's going to be in your hands, so let's make sure you know what you're doing, okay? Go on, grab the mortar, and we'll do some practice shots.
That can't possibly be a fuse right there, is it? fuse. Hey, wait a minute. I see a trio of test dummies, except the third one got glowy eyes. Alright, well. Doesn't seem to be reacting at all. Aha, so my rifle does shoot a long way away, and holy crap, a silver key. But I can't leave the fortress now.
Right, let's see what you've got. See that scarecrow over there? Blow it up. Yeah, that's right. Let's blow it to buggery. Come on!
Let's see if I can... Oh, okay, I can't aim everywhere I want to.
Yes! Yes! Boom! Oh, you see that? You see it? That scarecrow's a goner.
Beautiful. On to the next one.
It's too bad, well, you can't aim like this in real life.
Ah! If that scarecrow had been armed, I'd be patching wound number 725 right now.
That's okay. You'll get the hang of it. Give it another go.
No! You're not going to keep us alive like that. Ah! If that scarecrow had been armed, I'd be patching wound number 725 right now. Whoosh! Oh, goodbye, Mr. Scarecrow. That was bloody brilliant.
All right, Jammy, don't get too excited.
And blow your
you know what
nose.
happens when you do. Let's just take care of the last one.
Just one left. Hang on. I don't remember setting this one up.
They're here. Start firing! That's it. Hack them to bits.
Just blow these buggers to smithereens. Come on, there's some more.
All the
Coming from
barrels
the
are
right.
blowing up.
Oh, I love it. Incoming. Oh, good. Here they come. Look left. They're coming from the right.
For the grinder, well done.
Point that thing to the right.
My fingers are supposed to be in my ears, but they're missing. You can actually get Jimmy wounded. Come on, hit me.
Isn't that satisfying? Coming from the right. Oh, you got him. You got him. Point that thing to the right. He's coming. Hey, good one. Yes. Oh, good. Beautifully done, my friend.
I fell in love with mortars
Incoming.
ever since I watched the Green Berets long ago when I was
We
little.
can win this.
Ooh, went off for it.
Couldn't have done it better myself. Careful that zombie dust doesn't get in your eyes. Oh, that's nice. Pure club. Beautifully done.
Point that thing to the right. Incoming.
Careful that zombie dust doesn't get in your eyes.
Look at him go. Way.
Beautifully done.
Point that thing to the right.
Get up, we can win this.
It's too bad only the little ones have got
Oh,
guns.
good. In.
can't let them through!
Of course, if you don't advance...
Everybody get ready!
We're all ready, but unfortunately, I have to get close, which means take my... Get back, you idiots! Get back!
Watch that door!
We lost 2 men unnecessarily.
Drop those bombs up! Ever heard of There's one!
Jimmy, get away! Oh, damn, Jimmy. You weren't supposed to get so close to that.
That was pure poetry.
That's it! Hack them to bits! They're coming through the window! Do you know I'm going to dig because of you?
Couldn't have done it better myself. Beautifully done, my friend.
I call this bash your brains in G minor.
Careful that zombie dust doesn't get in your eyes.
It's about time, bloody zombies learn to music. How's that for a popular hit?
And up with the music puns. The gravedigger using his shovel.
I've written some funeral music for you. Have a listen. Wow, who'd have thought Parliament had such great musicians? Keep it up, lad.
Our magnificence. Well done.
Heard the ballad of smashed undead skulls?
Well done! Blast their foes back to the grave!
Find the grave digger. How's that for a popular hit?
Terrific effort there! That's it! Keep it up!
I call this bash your brains in G minor. You give corpses a bad name.
Don't stop now. Stack them up high.
Victory! All hail the prince!
Why, thank you very much.
Who's for a pint?
Oh, looks like I saved almost everybody except Jimmy.
Lieutenant Simmons! I specifically instructed you to remain buried!
Oh, doesn't anyone follow orders anymore?
Why'd you guys all get so close to him? And why did everyone die? Everyone got faint over. Except me and my dog. I've said it a million times before, and I'll say it again. I hate how the big bosses, the undead generals, charge at you after they've summoned minions. It kind of defeats the purpose of having minions in the first place.
Welcome to the Sanctuary. The armory is at your disposal.
Let's see, is it ugly enemies? Ugly. Unfortunately, undead aren't considered human. Or less dangerous without big swords. See, Ben, and the Captain Finn there. Well, Ben, the Captain Finn, and Walter are only knocked out, but everyone else who got knocked over by that blast is dead. That loot player right there. And the Gravedigger. I will avenge you all. That's what I thought.
Ah, hello.
Hello indeed.
The armory is at your disposal.
Time to add
Changing
a
your
little
weapon?
irony to this mix.
Pistols sacrifice accuracy for speed, but can still pack a significant wallop.
So happens. I think the reason why Simmons is mad at me is because I dug up his grave while no one was looking. Time to add a little irony. To be killed by your own shotgun.
That was pretty damn impressive. So, your father wasn't the last hero of Albion after all.
We did it! Oh, really? We did!
Let the poets tell our epic tale. The Swift Brigade fought against impossible odds. They won. The end. Well, Sir Walter, you didn't do too bad for an old man.
Neither did you, for a buffoon.
Ah, that was just like old times, Walter. Just like old times.
So, what do you say? Will you join us? With your help, we can put a stop to Logan's madness. Bring back the real Albion army.
I swore to serve my king to the death. We all did. But this isn't the way it was meant to be. The old guard has been shoved aside, and these new soldiers Logan's been gathering, they don't care about this land or its people.
Yeah, and I bet they get paid more.
Walter has absolute faith in you. And after seeing you in action, so do I. All I ask is that you make a soldier's oath. Let your armies protect the people instead of oppressing them. Bring honor back to this uniform.
Yeah, and don't forget the pay rise.
Shut up, Ben.
Unfortunately, this game does a really lousy job of showing any real oppression. I saw it in one cutscene and that's it. One factory worker getting executed by regular redcoat soldiers. But, yeah, I don't see the oppression happening. Now that I look around, this place does look much more like a cathedral than a fort. Like an old mission, like, say, the Alamo. You know, this is a giant fort, giant building, I mean a giant stone structure, the skeleton of one anyway, right next to a graveyard. Definitely an old mission. But who was worshipped here, I have no idea. Avo and Scorm got kicked out of their own story for some reason. Stupid of Lionhead Studios to remove the supernatural parts franchise. Anyway, this place will be infested with hollow men afterwards. All the soldiers will be gone and the bodies disappeared. It'll be nice knowing this place. Then I'll buy it, and then once it's bought, hollow men will no longer infest the inside, though the outside will still be hollow men on one side and hobs on the other. This is before you buy it. Don't buy it just yet, because this is your only chance to get to see hobs and undead fighting each other. It's pretty cool. That's one of the few positive things about this game. You get to see two different species attack each other, something you didn't get to have in Fable 1 anyway.
I promise.
I promise to give you an extra 10 cents an hour. Oh, no. When will you leave me alone?
This has been a momentous day. With the support of Major Swift and his soldiers, the revolution grows in strength, and you move one step closer to becoming the leader this kingdom needs. Yeah, now I finally get to steal stuff. Now that I don't need money. Stupid, stupid, stupid. The first Fable game, you could unlock skill as long, well, you could purchase property as long as you had the money. Let's see. Yeah, I like honest jobs. Defend the flag, which is basically the Scottish flag, but the colors are inverted.
Then it's settled. We're heading back to Bowerstone now. There are some people there I'm hoping will join us. We'll send for you when we're ready.
Then I shall bid you good luck and farewell and all that.
And just try not to get the rest of these lads killed, will you? We're gonna need you all.
You always know what to say to keep morale up, Wally. Now get out of here.
Farewell, my friends. Come on, you did good today. But we're just getting warmed up.
I've added your promise to Swift to the wall.
Now, what about the head?
The head of Simmons, that should be put somewhere airtight.
Dude. Over here.
You can never have too many trophies. That's always been my motto. Well, it is now, anyway.
I really pisses me off that I never got that I forgot to check the trophy room right after getting the book. Yeah, I wonder. I've played this game multiple times. I never heard Jasper's opinion on that one.
Ah, hello. The armory is at your disposal.
Close.
If you feel like exploring, go ahead. I'll meet you at the sewers to Bowerstone. You can't miss them.
Yeah, from there he's just gonna walk off by himself. But if you stay with him, he's got some exposition to give you. It's gonna be a long and slow thing, but hey. But yeah, Jasper has an opinion for every single one of your trophies, but if you get 2 or more at a time, he'll just give you generic dialogue about multiple trophies, and that's it. Nothing precise, nothing unique.
I'd like to get to know someone like you, and then drown them.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. Got work to do.
If it's...
Magic door held and closed by the same thing that guarded the reliquary back in the library. Oh yeah, nothing to say about the graveyard, Walter? This is the only time you ever get to walk through this area in safety. It's like maybe Walter's presence keeps the undead at bay. Otherwise this place will be crawling with skeletons like a corpse with worms.
I fought in trenches very much like these when I was a young soldier. Can't say they bring back any pleasant memories.
Aha, so he's been in trench warfare. Thankfully, there were no machine guns when that happened. Otherwise, you'd be giving me World War I stories. Or Great War, like it's called in Britain. I wonder what the Russians call it. After all, the Russians call World War II the quote-unquote Great Patriotic War.
Come on. Unless I'm mistaken, this swamp isn't far away from the Bowerstone sewer outlet, which also explains the unique fragrance.
And thanks to Walter, I learned there was a secret path right through this, between this rock and this tree, which apparently only seems to go one way. Wait, clip through that rock. I don't think we ever get to see that again in this story. Although he's going the long way around for some reason. But it looks like we've come full circle. We entered the Bowerstone sewer system, which it was inexplicably right under the castle and cut off from the rest of the system, the rest of the network. And now we're going back to it. Albion is a pretty small country indeed. Despite the maps being bigger than in Fable 1, the overall world feels smaller in Fable 3.
What is this place?
One of those self-sufficient communities. They hold hands, eat fruit, and talk about peace a lot. Oh, it's a real party town.
Walter gives sarcasm, and even the hero prince himself, you can hear it in his voice. It's disgusting, this hippie town. Unfortunately, this is not the only hippie town. Albion has 2 hippie towns. You got 2 hippie towns, 1 gypsy city, a desert gypsy city.
This is it. The Golden Gate to Bowerstone. You know what they say. All sewers lead home.
We could be best friends. If I like people with an ass for a face. I sensed your presence before you even arrived. What did you eat? I'd like to come round to your house for tea. And then I'll have you...
Be quiet, you. Sheesh. What? Well, yeah, these people were sort of a cross between hippies and gypsies. Neither of which are likable, in my opinion. Of course, the desert people that we will meet later on, spoiler alert, are unfortunately not that different from them. And of course, all the townspeople behave like clowns. Well, into the sewer we go, which is inexplicably dry and quite spacious.
We've descended into the chasms of the netherworld, stared death in the face, and waded through things so foul I'd rather not think about them. But this is where it gets really ugly. And buried somewhere beneath it all are the people Logan has left behind.
Oh, a dead body casually floating here and no one does anything. That's also the only time you ever see a body floating. Every time I get someone in the water, they sink immediately. Not allowed to draw your weapon.
So, you're new to these parts. I hope you enjoy your stay.
Basically, you're not allowed to break
You
the
can
law.
see for yourself what life outside the castle is like. Poverty, hunger, disease. Wouldn't you want to rebel against it all?
I don't see any of it. People are wearing shoddy clothing, but I don't see any diseases or maimed people or anything. Nor do I see evil corrupt
You won't see
soldiers.
too many kids running around here. Most of them have no choice but to work. It's either that or begging.
Basically, they don't want me committing a crime when Walter is near.
I was hoping you'd come round. I could use a good laugh.
I'm not allowed to hit that. Just forgive my cough. Not allowed to hit the gnome either. I'm basically being forced to go this way.
I wonder what's going on up there. Let's see, shall we?
Suddenly occurred to me, you're a sir, yet who knighted you? Who knighted Walter?
Reaver is exploiting us! We deserve fair pay! We demand better working conditions! We're workers! We're not slaves! Reaver treats us like animals, and we're not gonna take it anymore. There's only one thing for it. We have to stand up to Reaver!
But lying down is so much easier than standing up. My dear friends, in order to raise morale, I am offering prizes to the most deserving workers. The rules that will govern what I like to call the Reaver Team Spirit Award are these. Firstly, any worker that so much as murmurs another complaint will be shot. Secondly, any worker who takes more than a 3-second break will be shot. Thirdly, any worker who breaks any other rules I have yet to formulate will, yes, you guessed it, be shot. We return to work now. As you know, I'm a generous man and likely to start handing out prizes right away. So go on, shoo! Be off with you! Chop chop!
That's why we're here. That's why Albion needs you.
And I just
Your
stood
brother
there.
must have been out of his mind when he handed control of Industrial to Reaver. We should go on. It's time you met the Bowerstone Resistance.
And nobody recognizes the face of the prince, or none of the guards recognize Walter at all.
I hope the town's economy picks up soon.
I'm amazed there are no wanted posters for Walter, or for me especially.
Life on the streets is easy.
What, am I now taking
You remind
point?
me of an old friend. He was a twit, just like you.
I'm supposed to be following you, Walter.
If it were up to me, no one would ever get sick.
Hi there.
They'd just
How
die,
can I help?
starting with you.
Am I the only one who can see the gnomes? Why don't the guards themselves shoot the gnomes? That's what I don't get.
Right, this should be the place. Somewhere beyond this door is the base of the Bowerstone Resistance. Ready when you are.
Oh dear.
I really love how much time we're spending in caves and sewers these days. No, really, I should warn you. I don't know what kind of reception we'll get. I know their leader well enough, but it was never safe for me to come down and meet the rest of them, and they're not exactly the most trusting of people.
You're not supposed to say, no, really, unless you are adding that as a disclaimer that you're not being sarcastic. You're not supposed to double the sarcasm that way. Wait a minute.
Welcome to the Sanctuary. The armory is at your disposal. Care to equip a different weapon?
This cutscene's going to be cringe enough, but it's going to be worse if I'm holding a hammer up in the air with only one hand.
Hello? Hello? Maybe we've got the wrong place. Let's, you know, get out and...
Don't move!
We won't move if you won't shoot. Deal?
You'd better tell your friend that.
It's all right. Just do as he says.
Who are you? And what are you doing here?
I'm Walter, and this is... well, that really doesn't matter right now. We're here to speak with Paige.
I say we shoot
Listen,
him.
we're on your side. Just hear us out.
We don't make deals with spies. Shoot!
Wait!
Put your weapons down. I thought I gave the orders round here, kid.
Sorry, Paige. Got a bit carried away.
Walter, glad you're all right.
And I'm glad you came in when you did.
I wasn't exactly expecting you. Let's talk somewhere a bit more private.
There's this game, and Sniper Elite 5, and what was the other one? Oh yeah, Aragon. A fantasy story set in Europe. Well, actually, Sniper Elite 5 isn't fantasy, but still. The leader of La Résistance.
I had this whole plan, you see.
It's a black.
Well, we ended up leaving the castle earlier than I thought.
What a way to destroy the immersion.
Pity. Your messages were always useful.
I can offer you something better.
Shouldn't Paige be leading the way instead of Walter? Why is Walter leading the way? He's never been here before, yet he knows his way around. Just as good as she does.
Paige, I'd like you to meet...
I know who he is. I thought you'd know better than to bring the prince here.
He's not just a prince. He's a hero.
Great. Give him a medal.
How does she know?
No, I mean he's a hero. Like his father.
Really? It doesn't change anything. Your brother is the reason we live underground. He's the reason we fight. How do we know he's any better?
Let him prove it.
It's not just me he needs to convince. The people of this city need someone they can believe in. Prove to them that they should follow you, then we'll talk. For now, I have work to do.
Looks like you have work to do too. You have a whole city to inspire.
Oh, not you again. Leave me alone. But yeah, nothing against black people. And to repeat a cliche, yeah, one of my best friends is black. Half a dozen of my...
Today you have met the true voice of the people of this city. It is imperative that you win Paige and her resistance movement to your cause. And just as important that you prove to Bowerstone that you can be its rightful ruler.
But having a European setting being led around by a non-European, that destroys the immersion that I'm trying to experience. That was a pretty short gate. I barely left the fort. And now I'm opening another gate. Alright, now a new quest is available back at Brightwall. Because it involves... oh crap, I opened up the wrong one. Or maybe that was it. The marriage? Family planning one? Or did I already pick that one up and I failed to notice? Yeah, the force push one is kind of useless.
seem your heroism must be put to the test once again, sir. May I suggest that you return to the sanctuary and inspect the map? There appear to be numerous opportunities available.
Oh no, don't tell me that Walter and Paige are lovers. Hence why the door's locked with only them both inside. Seem to know each other on a first-name basis, and... oh dear. Walter, you lucky bastard.
I can't see a way to proceed without first gathering more followers, and I believe there are quests available.
Such a shame that Walter never takes me through Silver Pines or Millfields. Through this little isolated castle map, a mansion or manor that's been burned to the ground. It can only be restored through a spell. Okay, marriage of inconvenience, and... Yep. Well, looks like I got my work cut out for me, and I'll just take a rest here down in the sewer and bid you all a farewell for now. And, yeah, Bob Schrunkle. Take care, y'all.